SuperTalk Mississippi media production.
Discover Covington County Hospital's swing bed program, offering comprehensive care for patients transitioning from acute hospital care to home. With a focus on rehabilitation, we ensure a smooth journey back to your home environment. Choose Covington County Hospital, where your health care matters.
You're listening to SportsTalk Mississippi On Demand, presented by Pearl River Resort. Escape to Choctaw, Mississippi and enjoy world-class gaming, the Dancing Rabbit Golf Club, and Geyser Falls Water Park. Escape to Pearl River Resort.
Sports Talk Mississippi is on the air. Sports Talk Mississippi is powered by C Spire. Power your home or business with C Spire Fiber. To learn more, visit supertalk.fm/C Spire. C Spire Fiber powers Super Talk Mississippi. To the junction, in the grove, and to the top. This is Sports Talk Mississippi. On your radio and in the game, right here on Super Talk Mississippi.
We are 4 hours into college baseball's postseason, and I'm a wordsmith. I would like to think of myself as an intelligent man who has a great vocabulary.
You're quite loquacious.
Holy crap! I mean,
it always delivers. The postseason always delivers.
It has been unbelievable. Mississippi State just took a 5-0 lead over Lipscomb in the 7th after a bases-loaded walk. Southern Miss had a lead, 4-3, going in to the top of the 9th.
But then
4 runs given up in the top of the 9th. Southern Miss could not do anything in the bottom of the 9th, and the Golden Eagles, for the 4th straight year, lose the first game in a regional, and then the scores everywhere. Tennessee has just tied it up in the bottom of the 13th inning against East Carolina. You've got Florida with Florida just walked off Ryder in the bottom of the 9th.
They walked him off. Goodness gracious.
They walked him off. In the bottom of the 9th, Milwaukee.
The YouTube, get the squeeze play up here.
It's amazing. Milwaukee with a 12-7 lead over Auburn in the 8th right now. USC Upstate, the Spartans, with a 6-5 lead over Oklahoma State, a team that a lot of people said should host. And yet, they most certainly did not. St. Mary's has an early lead, 1-0 over UCLA in the 4th.
Is Squeeze Play TV, or is it just you have to be on the watch ESPN? You
have to be on the app, I think. Okay, so I'm accessing it through Hulu.
I'll switch. I have ESPN. I actually paid that bill yesterday.
Nice.
Like the thing went through yesterday, so I'm good to go.
Washington State and the host Oregon State are tied at 1 right now. Kentucky played a great game with Wake Forest. They won 6-5. Kansas had to fight for everything for a while there. They beat Northeastern 6-3. Georgia had a fight on their hands. They beat Long Island 3-2. And you got a lot of games still going on right now, and more about to get started. We are Sports Talk Mississippi. I'm Michael Borky. He's Brian Haydad. So glad that you guys are with us, and we'll talk baseball all day. We've got football things to get to. We got 2 teams on the countdown. We will make time. We might have to do them quicker than usual, depending on how the baseball stuff happens. But we will get to 2 teams on the countdown of 100 teams in 100 days. Mike Leach on the ballot for the College Football Hall of Fame. Officially, we will talk about that and more with you. So glad that you guys are with us, and let's have some fun today.
Lipscomb's catcher not having fun. Just took a foul ball right off the mask. So they're checking on him in Starkville. We are live in the Pearl River Resort studios. If you were at the Pearl River Resort, if you were at the Sportsbook at Timeout Lounge, you could be enjoying all this college baseball action right now, maybe placing a wager here or there, enjoying some great food. You could be doing that right this second. Then you could be getting ready for a great meal at Philip M's later tonight, or maybe just a relaxing evening. It's all right there for you at Pearl River Resort. C Spire text line is open to you, 601-879-4395. Hey, Borky. You'll notice today we're just got a nice, normal.
You got your cover updated?
We got that taken care of. Thank goodness for that. You can get it taken care of right now with the Ultimate Connect bundle. A new phone, watch, tablet, 100 gigs of data. That's only $90, and that includes the iPhone 17 or the Samsung Galaxy S26. All of that for free. Just a $90 purchase for right now at C Spire. There's more to see at C Spire. Visit cspire.com or your local C Spire store today. C Spire, inspired by, you guessed it, you.
I've got a bone to pick with you, though.
Oh, you got something to you?
So you guys out there,
something to me? Huh?
You guys out there know Brian Haydad's a college football lover. He loves college football. Anything college football positive, he loves.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
I had a friend text me this morning. He just said, hey, 99 days until the first Saturday of college football. And I thought, you know what? One, thank you for making my day.
Now the game's wide open now.
What happened?
Valencia's just hit a double.
There it is. Now you can start thinking about maybe bringing somebody out of the pen that...
Well, Pitzer's in. I just leave him in.
Just let him ride.
Let him ride. Yeah. So anyway, what are you going with your?
Yeah,
you got your airing grievances again.
Yeah,
back to football Festivus.
A friend texted me this morning and made my day. He's like, "Hey, we're in double digits, 99 days until the first Saturday of college football." So I texted that to Haydad. Said, "Hey, Haydad, 99 days until Mississippi State football kicks off." Mm-hmm. And his response was, "That's random. Why are you sending this to me?"
It's random.
Yeah, but it's like. You don't ever text something to your friends to make their day.
Balls when you called.
Yeah, but like that should have been.
My hands
you'd
were
be
covered
like,
in meat and cheese.
Usually you'd be like, yeah, like let's go. What a great day.
It was weird that you, an Ole Miss guy, texted me that. Like if one of my Mississippi State people had texted me that, I'd been like, yeah, you're right. You texting it to me was weird.
But hey, Dad, you know that
it's odd
for our bottom line. What's best is for State and Ole Miss to meet each other in every national championship. That is what's best.
Yes.
So I have an affinity.
I mean, I get it. I'm just saying, like it caught me off guard.
And
I thought there was like, I'll be honest with you. My first thought was that State had tweeted something and the math on it was wrong. They had said like, and you were just like, and I hadn't been on Twitter in a few minutes because I was making sausage balls, and so.
I was just saying, hey, you're at double digits now. Ole Miss is still at triple digits.
Washed my hands and got on my phone. I was like, am I missing? What is he talking about?
I'm just talking about, I wanted to make your day.
I got you.
It's like sending a buddy a funny reel just to make them smile. I sent you that. We're at double digits now. And you didn't receive it the way I expected you to receive it.
Yeah.
So 7-0 now, Mississippi State over.
7-0, Mississippi State. First out of the inning has just occurred. Dogs have runners second and third though for Ryder Woodson, trying to really blow this thing up.
Stone was it's Lipscomb. I don't care. It's the postseason. Stone was outstanding today.
Really good. Gave State exactly what they needed in this one, and
6 complete,
really well.
10 strikeouts, 3 hits.
No walks, 3 hits. You'll take that all day long. He gave you exactly what. And now the offense starting to put it together, and you're going to put yourself in a position where you may, like I talked about yesterday, only have to use 2 pitchers today if Pitzer can get, 6 more outs.
And he absolutely is capable of getting you 6 more outs for sure.
You would think so, yeah.
Let's see. Is it Jacob Parker has 3 hits? One of them went over the fence. Am I right on that?
That is correct. He hit a solo home run to start the that would have been the bottom of the 6th, and another big-time home run.
Parker has 2 hits, 3 RBI. Vitas has 3 hits. 2 of them
just
were
missed
doubles.
the home run. Just missed going back-to-back with Parker in the previous inning. A ball off the wall in center, so... Good day for Mississippi State. Everything going the Dogs' way. And on a day where we're seeing some upsets, we saw what happened in Hattiesburg. We saw what happened, what's happening in Auburn right this second.
East Carolina just took a 4-3 lead on a solo shot in the top of the 14th.
Milwaukee has the bases loaded in the top of the 8th, 2 outs. So, I mean, there's just action everywhere. But my point is this. At Mississippi State, there's no drama right now. It's 7-0. You're not going through a lot of pitching. It's all working for you. You've set yourself up for success if you can just get 6 more outs, and it wouldn't hurt to get a couple more runs here with Maluski up, and we'll see if they can do that. But State has done everything they've needed to do thus far today.
Did you see that? Mike in Oxford, Texas, triggered something. Did you see that picture he sent?
So he sent me a DM last night. He's like, I just ran into your twin brother, and all I said was, my God, that guy. I get pictures of people all the time, hey, look at this guy, it looks like Haydad. And like 99% of the time, it doesn't look anything like me. That guy looks like me. If you were across the room from him, you would think that was me. So that's crazy.
At least at first, his up top is not as robust on top of his head. He's lacking a little bit in the dome department.
I keep it pretty tight up there. So
his is a little bit thinner. God bless this guy. He's losing his hair a little bit. But
8-0 now.
How?
Sorry, 9-0. 9-0.
So another base hit.
I don't know. I've flipped over to look at something and Maluski's on. I don't know what he did though.
Let's see if it'll tell me. Yep, 2-run single.
Okay, there you go.
To left center. So, 9-0 now for State. Even if,
yep.
Do you think Pitzer would be a guy that you would want to pitch later in this region, or do you still let him ride?
I would let him ride. Let him ride. Why? He's already thrown. Let him go. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You got a full arsenal for the next 2 days.
Yeah, I'm looking for a pitch total. I don't see one immediately, but
yeah.
So, but like you said, though, it's important that you just take care of business, right? I mean, like you said, look around so far. You've already had upsets. You've got teams that are really having to fight. Auburn's, down 5 in the 8th. Just no drama. Just no drama.
That's all you wanted. If you were a Mississippi State fan, that is all you wanted today. You wanted to come to the ballpark, watch your team play, and have no drama about it. And that's it. Inning over in Starkville, but it is 9-0 as we go to the 8th.
Yeah, you go to the bar, you go home after, put on squeeze play, and just enjoy your night and watch the chaos around you. We'll talk baseball all day because, are you kidding me? Look at the scoreboard right now. It's incredible. We'll do more of that when we come back. Also, we'll start recapping Southern Miss's loss to Little Rock as well. We'll be back.
What we're going to do right here is go back.
And now back to the sports. This is Sports Talk Mississippi.
So let's get rolling
on SuperTalk Mississippi.
Welcome back, Sports Talk Mississippi. A few of your messages. One that's a real shame about Southern Miss. Another one, this is from Jeff, a Southern Miss fan. Was hoping that I would be wrong today, but I predicted Little Rock would win that game. Just an awful effort. It's not even embarrassing. It's beyond that. So Southern Miss loses 7-4. Camden Clark pitched 5 1/3, gave up 7 hits, but only 2 runs. And then Colby Allen comes in 3 2/3. He gave up all of the runs in the 9th. And hey, Dad, I don't know if you saw the first out of the inning was a ball that another 18 inches is a home run. Little Rock hit a double off the center field wall, and you know that there in Hattiesburg, the center field wall is really tall. Yeah. The distance hit was 407 feet, and it was a double. Yeah. So 2 really hard hit balls, and then there was a pass ball in there that scored the tying run, and then it just kind of lost control. But it's really Southern Miss's bats today that were the problem. Only 9 hits, just scored 4 runs. Left 6 on base. That's especially against your 4 seed. That's not good enough. And so that I know the 9th inning was what it was, but you're not even in that type of game. 4 runs isn't going to do it for you.
And say what you want, man. Arkansas Little Rock is not a team you want to see in your regionals. They're coached by a former Mississippi State player, Chris Curry. And they went last year to Baton Rouge, and they gave the Tigers everything that they possibly wanted, and now they've gone and knocked off the 1 seed here. And now, bad news, Southern Miss, you lose your first game. Worst news, you're going to play the loser of Virginia and Jacksonville State. That is not an easy task. Southern's got they have a big mountain to climb if they want to get out of this.
And luckily for them, they have the arms to do it, but that's tough. It just... All right.
1, 2, 3 goes Auburn in the bottom of the 8th. We'll go to the 9th. Milwaukee up over Auburn 12-7. Don't smile so big over there, all right? It's not very professional.
But what I love, if it wasn't Auburn, it'd be somebody else. I love watching a Milwaukee lineup. Yeah. Think about there's no doubt in my mind that Auburn has one player that's making more this year than the entire Milwaukee team.
Probably so, yeah.
I love this type of stuff. This is why we love sports so much, is this stuff right here. Yeah. Milwaukee,
Not the Brewers either.
No, well, they looked like the Brewers today at the plate anyway. But, oh gosh, John Cohen. Where do you think Cohen watches the game? Do you think he watches from the box? Or,
I'm not happy about this.
or do you think he has like a special front row seat at the baseball game?
He's probably up in. I'm sure they have an athletic director's box up there. Everybody has one.
Everybody has one, but he's he's
a little different. Yeah, a little more hands on.
By the end of this regional, he's going to end up in the dugout.
Yeah, he's like, I'm taking over.
Man. Yeah, somebody's asking how Mercer didn't get in, but Milwaukee did. Simply put, conference champions. Although Mercer should have gotten in.
Yeah, Mercer did not win their conference tournament. Simple as that. If they would have been in, they absolutely still should have been in, but they could have left no doubt with a conference tournament win. They didn't win it. Milwaukee won theirs, and that's it. Strike 3, swinging. Pitzer gives up a leadoff single, but gets no damage done. 9-0. Bulldogs will go to the bottom of the 8th.
East Carolina's now taking a 5-3 lead in the top of the 14th. That doesn't bode well for the rest. But
Lamar up 1-0 over Texas A&M. Of course, that game is being called by our good friend Richard Cross. And 1-1 UCLA and St. Mary's out there in Los Angeles in the 5th inning.
Yeah, in front of tens of the most diehard Bruin fans there are out there.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt.
I was talking to Will about this earlier. I know, like, the defense is, well, there's just so much to do in Los Angeles.
There is a lot to do.
And there's 500 billion people that live in Los Angeles. You can't get 1,000 people to go watch the best college baseball team in the country?
I mean, if you're going to go to a baseball game in Los Angeles, do you go to UCLA or do you go to the Dodgers?
I get it.
My guess is it's cheaper to go to UCLA, but you would think they have enough alums in the area to put 4,000 people in the stands.
I mean, aren't there minor league baseball teams all around the Los Angeles area? So
I don't. That's probably a good question. I bet there aren't because the Dodgers and the Angels are right there. Why would there be minor league teams in Southern California? The Padres are down there as well.
Let's see. The Los Angeles area has the Ontario Tower Buzzers.
First off, great name. They've got to play that Top Gun video every game, right?
Have got to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's only one, but there is one.
Yeah, there you go.
And they're a Dodgers team.
That's weird.
That is weird. I mean,
normally like the team is far away, isn't it? I mean, I guess I don't know.
The Braves have started moving people closer to Atlanta too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's so many people. You can't get anybody interested in the best. I don't know. You tell me you're such a great sports city. Oh, are you?
They're a Lakers city, and you know that. That's the team of choice out in Los Angeles. It's a basketball and football town more than anything else. But the Dodgers, they draw big crowds.
Rain starting to fall again in Auburn. They've already had a weather delay, but it's falling again a little bit.
Oof. Just call the game. It's over. It's fine.
We needed ABS on that one there.
East Carolina has blown it open now, 7-3 in the top of the 14th.
How about the Volunteers? Tony V leaves.
Let's be honest. Let's be positive. How about the Pirates? Cliff Godwin.
You know what's going to happen, though, Hayden? Prediction time.
Oh, bad.
Vitello's going to leave Tennessee for the Giants.
Uh-huh.
The Giants are going to fire Vitello.
And
he will be back in the SEC a year later.
I don't have any doubt about that. Is that gone? Where is that? A foul? Foul ball. Okay.
Ooh, I've got to take the Oregon's got the big Oregon logo in center field. I don't like that in baseball.
Yeah, I don't care. I just saw that play out there where they let that ball drop, and I'm like, that doesn't look good.
Somebody says, save those arms. O'Connor is a chess player. Cohen payback for, he says, forgive my language, for
say it. You could say that word. It's okay.
Okay, Cohen payback for screwing Ole Miss every year, except for 2022.
How did he do that? You're the national title. Cohen gets to deserve a ring.
Jeff says, after the game, I sent a text to somebody high up at USM, and I said, now we can look forward to Blake Anderson's football team with LOL.
Is gone. 10-0 Mississippi State. Garrick Fry, almost dead center there. Goodness gracious.
Oh, there's another one.
I know how to say this because there's a couple of famous wrestlers from that city.
Okay.
It's Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh.
It's where the Young Bucks are from.
Okay. So apparently they are also nearby as well. So they have two minor league teams in the... But, hey, remember, UCLA, so they're in Los Angeles. It takes their students an hour to get to their home football games. Could you imagine, hey, Dad, driving an hour to a home game as a college student?
I couldn't deal with that, I don't think. And
they give them some shuttle buses, I guess, but I don't want to sit on a shuttle bus for an hour for a home game.
I want to walk out. I want to wake up in the morning, roll out of bed, put on a T-shirt, and walk to the stadium. That's what I want from my college experience as far as college football games. I want to be able to just go to the game. I want to be able to walk from my dorm to the stadium and be there in like 10 minutes.
Yes.
That's what I want.
And my tailgate so close that I can like hear the stadium music from the tailgate.
Yeah. Oh, Reese just missed a home run there. Hit it in that dead spot in right center. About 1 foot from the wall, but regardless.
Yeah, fog rolling in Eugene. Guys got sleeves on, people wearing hoodies and jackets and stuff like that at the Eugene Regional right now.
No.
You don't realize how climate diverse America is until you talk to people from other countries about how climate diverse America is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you live in France, like the weather in the north of France and the south of France is probably the same most of the time. Then you come to America and it's like it's 50 degrees in Wisconsin on a day where it's 95 here.
We've got clear water and white sandy beaches in the same country where right now, again, I mean, in Oregon, they are completely covered up.
Yeah.
It's foggy. Like, you can't even see very well in this picture right now. Top of the ninth, Milwaukee has a runner on with 2 outs, but what's more important is what they can do in Auburn's bottom.
The bottom of the ninth is all that matters here. I mean, I'd love to get some insurance, obviously, but yeah. We're just going to continue to watch Squeeze play and talk about these baseball games and have some fun. It's a Friday, a lot going on. We're going to try to keep up with it as best we can. We'll throw some football in as we want to. Hope you guys will hang around with us and enjoy it. Plenty to talk about here. Sports Talk Mississippi. The postseason is here, and we're here for it. Back in just a minute right here on SuperTalk.
Oh, yeah. Sick of playing guitar.
From the Seabrook.
Communication system is a go. Go!
This is Sports Talk Mississippi, right here on Super Talk Mississippi.
Exactly.
In 14 innings, East Carolina has taken down Tennessee. Big win for Cliff Godwin's team there. I'm Michael Borky. He's Brian Haydad, Sports Talk Mississippi. Mississippi State now in the top of the ninth, leading 10-0. Haydad.
Top of the ninth, they did make another pitching change. Jack Gleason's on the mound for the Bulldogs. Already got the first out of the inning, so 1 down for Lipscomb. They got to score 11 to take this one today.
I don't know. I'm not a betting man necessarily, but I think I would bet against that happening.
You can get good value on that bet. I would be willing to bet. So
Well, what do you think it would be? Plus
50,000,
150,000,
something like that. Yeah. But as we mentioned, Tennessee has lost. That game just wrapped up in Auburn. Milwaukee has loaded the bases with their 2 outs. This is the second time they've had the bases loaded with 2 outs. They didn't do anything the last inning. We'll see what happens now. 1-0 on the batter in Auburn. How many pitchers has Auburn? Auburn has gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is their 7th pitcher of the day. Now, nobody's thrown more than 33 pitches, but goodness, That is not what you want
That's tough.
out of game one.
Not at all. I heard something during the break. You want to hear it?
Sure.
So, I'm super ready for the World Cup, locked in, all that stuff.
The coach isn't.
Well, that's fine, though, because that was always what this was going to be. Like, people are all up in arms about that. Posh was going to be for one World Cup cycle and move on. That was always going to be.
I get that, but I'd like it to be after the World Cup cycle that he's talking to other places.
Well, do you see his answer today? It's like, my representatives talked. That's what their job is. Leave me alone, basically. I was like, after you send the emails to the players that you cut instead of calling them. Mm-hmm. I don't love that arrogance, man.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
A walk at Auburn. Another
and the rain's coming down there.
13-7.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, I'm excited for the World Cup, and so I'm following all these accounts and stuff. And Bosnia is in the World Cup.
Yes.
And
Herzegovina, don't forget.
Yeah. This is not a song that was written for this World Cup, but this is what Bosnia fans are. This is their song. That when they come here, they're going to sing this as part of it's the fan anthem of Bosnia. This is actually a sad song about getting out of an oppressive regime, but this is funny.
Does it hit?
Oh, it hits. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Take me to America. I really want to see Statue of Liberty. I can no longer wait. Take me to United States. Take me to Golden Gate. I will assimilate.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
What nationality was that announcer from the tennis match?
Wasn't he Bosnian?
Was he Bosnian? It's rising up from the streets. Yes, it's good stuff.
I am from Bosnia.
It sounds like Bosnian Sublime.
It really does. It sounds exactly like
I don't
Sublime.
practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
Oh, my goodness. But yeah, I that made me laugh. I'm sitting here laughing during the commercial break because somebody sent me that song.
That's funny.
Oh, man. What time does State play tomorrow? We are asked on the text line.
Auburn just changed pitchers again.
Are you kidding
If State holds on to win this game, they will play tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Going to be a hype late-night crowd at Dudy Noble Field.
Oh, gosh, especially the people that have to get there early to get spots where they can actually see. Those folks are...
It was so funny today being in the stadium when the Circle of Life played. And they have the Mad Rush. Do you know about that?
I didn't know that they played Circle of Life, but I know they opened the gates.
When they open the gates, they play... They play that, and as everybody's running in, it's just hilarious. So,
oh man, what channel does Squeeze play? It is on the ESPN app. So you just if you've got the ESPN app there.
Now it's 2 on for Lipscomb. Just why make a change? Why do your guy's moving him along. He's fine. Ish. Oh, well.
Somebody says, not talking tennis? Yeah, I guess Novak got beat today. Right? I don't know. I'll be honest. And
I know the number one player in the world lost because I think he cramped up and just couldn't get through it.
Yeah. So this guy says, not talking tennis. Is it Alcaraz not playing the French Open with an injury?
Yeah, and Sinner... I think that's how you pronounce it. Lost, like I said, his first round game. So yeah,
Sinners always lose. Yeah,
no, that's not true. Sinners won Best Picture earlier this year.
I'll be honest. I'm not talking down to tennis. If you love a sport, man, go for it. I don't know anything about tennis. I try to watch it and I can't. There's a lot of people that try to watch golf and they can't. So joke's on me. But I've tried. I can't get into it. It's something about.
I can watch the majors. If the French Open is on, if Wimbledon is on, I'll watch. I can watch it. But you're not going to see me watching an ATP event on a random Thursday, where the 58th best player in the world is playing the 79th best player in the world. I can't get into that.
I have heard Wimbledon is spectacular to go to.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Rain still coming down. Bases loaded, 2 out for Milwaukee, already leading 6 over Auburn. Lipscomb has 2 on in the top of the 9th, but again, they're down 10-0, and a ground ball will end the game as there's 1 out in the inning. We'll we'll see what happens here. Who's this on the mound? Hey, Dad, I missed the
Jack
pitching
Gleason
change.
is on the mound.
Gleason on the mound.
Yeah.
0-2 count now.
I just stuck with Pitzer. That's just me. Like, I'm not overly concerned about it, but it's just, could have. I think he would have been okay to finish out the game.
Yeah, you could have had a completely
Fly
fully
ball. Parker's got underneath that, and that's the second out of the inning.
Squeeze play has like a 15-second delay from the regular feed.
Yeah.
So I'm about to see this fly out that you made reference to.
Yeah.
There it is, can of corn. What's that from, by the way?
Can
that
of corn?
expression, yeah.
I don't
Do you know
know
where the origins of that is? Because I feel like catching a can of corn that is high in the air would be a difficult thing to do.
The grocery store theory. 19th century grocery clerks used long hooked sticks to pull canned goods from high shelves. As the falling cans tumbled to the down, the clerks would easily catch them in their outstretched apron. Catching a routine high-arced fly ball was compared to catching a can knocked down from the shelf. So there you go.
I learned something new today. I love that.
Did. Did.
That also does kind of sound like the way Texas A&M creates traditions, though.
Yeah, they just made it up as they go along there.
2 outs now in Starkville. Want to know the count, although Haydad's ahead of me. It's probably a different count.
It's 1-1, but I'm more locked in on what's happening in Auburn here. Payoff pitch. Fouled it off.
Yeah, bases loaded, full count for Milwaukee again. Already leading by 6, I should say.
Yeah.
Top of the ninth. And rain is really coming down in Auburn right now.
Yeah. I just call that game. Just call it a day.
Could you imagine if they delayed it?
SC's Upstate now up 8-5, by the way.
Let's go Spartans.
On Oklahoma State. Washington State, Oregon State are tied at 2 in the Eugene Regional. Struck him out. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Auburn down 6.
2 strikes now on the hitter for the Bisons. Which
don't you dare.
Isn't that their name?
No. I don't care what they tell you their name is.
But that's their name.
That is grammatically incorrect, and you know it.
It is. I can't stand it.
Bison is the plural of bison.
And
we'll not be calling them the Bisons on this show.
The Auburn pitcher getting all fired up after that strikeout is bringing me life, by the way.
Yeah, down.
Maybe don't do those kind of antics when you're down 6 to Milwaukee. Maybe just strike him out and then get to the dugout as fast as you can.
Yeah.
But, oh well. All right, 2-2. Okay, fouled off. So it's a 2-2 count. Two men on, 2
let me
out.
handle it because I'm ahead.
Yeah, you're ahead. I don't like that.
So,
well, I can really be ahead. And
Gleason really trying to finish this one off here. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. We'll do it again.
Good at bat here from the young man from Lipscomb. He's really he's trying to.
This is a 23 pitch inning right now. I mean, one more pitch can end it. Oh, and it's still 1-0 Lamar over at Texas A&M.
It's pretty impressive considering it's just one guy.
One dude named Lamar. Do you know anybody named Lamar? I knew a guy in grade school named Lamar.
Lamar Odom.
I know 2 guys named Lamar. Oh, I mean, I don't know those guys. I don't know Lamar Jackson or Lamar Thomas personally.
I don't personally
do you know an actual Lamar?
I don't.
Okay. I do. I haven't seen that guy since he was like in 4th grade, but I'm sure he's still out there somewhere. Shout out to Lamar Hurst if you're listening. 601-879-4395. Give me a shout.
Tell me, hey. This is a really good at bat from this guy from Lipscomb. Yeah, he's
3-2. Be a full count.
I can't believe they call themselves Bisons. What is that?
I refuse. If I had to write an article, I would refer to them as the Bison, and if they got mad at me, they could just, get glad in the same pants they got mad in.
That's one of my favorite Southern expressions. Remember the day we did the Southern expression day?
Base hit. And there goes the shutout. Ooh, ball gets away, too. Is they going to bring another run home? No. So 10-1.
We are likely going to have a final when we come back. We'll see if we do. Sports Talk Mississippi, Pearl River Resort Studio. Stick with us.
In the Talk Mississippi. Sports Talk Mississippi.
Do you ever get so excited that you just can't wait?
Sports Talk Mississippi, covering your Mississippi teams.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Don't touch that dial!
Here on Super Talk Mississippi.
All right, it is the final from Starkville. Mississippi State takes game one of the regional 10-1. Duke Stone, really strong performance for the Bulldogs. 6 innings, he strikes out 10, 3 hits, no walks, 6 shutout innings. Home runs for Jacob Parker and Garrick Fry in this one. Valencius with the big knock that broke the game wide open. And now State will await the winner of Louisiana and Cincinnati, and will play tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. first pitch. Somebody let Jack Kaiser and Jake Delonchon know. They better drink a little Red Bull. They better be ready. It's going to be a late night at the Dude.
Yeah, somebody on the text line says, tough day for adult beverages tomorrow in Starkville. They will be taking a beating all day long.
Yeah, they will.
But
there's no doubt about that.
You said it earlier, but it bears repeating now that it's officially over. When you look around the scoreboard right now and you see, Auburn is just 2 outs away from losing to Milwaukee. Southern Miss lost. A&M's fighting with Lamar right now. Kansas was in a fight. Georgia was in a fight. Florida was in a fight. Mm-hmm. Not State, and that's valuable. That's an important thing.
You'll take that. Texas A&M is in a fight right now. It's 3-0 Lamar. It's only the bottom of the third, but they're losing that game. They're out in Auburn. They're trying to clean off the mat that the pitchers use on their spikes. It's just caked with mud. There is so much rain happening right now. They're changing out that pad that the pitchers use. So a little bit of a delay at Auburn right this second.
That's so funny. Yeah, big old nails that they have to keep that in there too.
Yeah, they got to do what they got to do there. So good stuff around the country here as we're waiting to find out. So as we mentioned, Auburn is losing 13-7. They have runners first and third with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. So Milwaukee is 2 outs away from putting Auburn into the losers bracket of their own regional. That is of note here in the state of Mississippi because that is the regional. Correct me if I'm wrong, Michael. That is tied to the Lincoln Regional.
Yes, it is.
So if Ole Miss gets out of the Lincoln Regional, it's very possible they couldn't. If Auburn loses this game, it's going to be tough for the Auburn Tigers to come back. We'll see what happens.
We certainly will see. Let's see.
So Auburn, somebody asked, did Auburn and Southern start their number 1 guys, or did they do like Mississippi State and start their Southern guys? Auburn started their top guy. They started Marciano. Southern started their Saturday guy, Camden Clark. So they still have Graydon Harris, the Sun Belt Pitcher of the Year, but he's going to be pitching tomorrow in the losers bracket, and Auburn pitched their ace today. So I'm not sure about that decision for Butch Thompson. It certainly has not paid off. And not to mention that guy threw, I think, an inning and a third or something like that. Very similar to his performance in Starkville. Got chased really early in that one.
Did I say Georgia was sorry, Florida. Florida was in a fight. Georgia has not yet begun.
Yeah, Georgia plays tonight, yeah. Which I don't quite understand. Georgia is throwing their ace and playing the night game. Like, they're making the 2 weird decisions. See how it pans out for them.
No pitching change for Milwaukee after a mound visit, but 2 on, 2 strikes, 1 out for Auburn. It's just raining.
They hit him.
Oh, no.
Bases loaded. Oh, my God. Just such a meltdown.
It is a 6-run lead, though, for Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you hit a grand slam here, you're still up 2, right? You're okay. This is where I come out and I'm just like, just throw strikes, all right? Make them put the ball in play.
You can't tell me you don't have a better bullpen guy, though, do you?
At this point, if you're Milwaukee, you also got to think, like, we're up 6 runs. We got to try to manage this and try to maybe we can win the regional.
You win this game.
If you win this game, you're in good shape. You got force. You got a force play at every base now. So if you can get a ground ball, the game's over.
This must just be their guy. Sticking with him, he's at 67 pitches right now. The reliever for Milwaukee. 67. Strike right down the middle, and it was at 88 miles an hour.
So it's 0-2. We're trying to get that second out of the inning.
Nebraska and South Dakota State, by the way, tied at 0 in the bottom of the third. Exceptional crowd there in Lincoln. I mean, KP wasn't kidding. Big crowd. There's
some folks there for sure.
A passionate fan base in all sports, really. They're basketball crowds for a program that hadn't won anything ever until this year. Get really well supported. Auburn here fouls one back. 0-2 count here. Can we get an out before the commercial break that we have to take? Can we get one?
We will see. I'm hopeful that we can. I like to get 2 outs, to be honest with you. Just call it a ground ball on the short and a little 6-4-3 action and go to the house.
Spraying some sticky stuff on their hands to try to keep the bat in their hands.
They're doing whatever they can. It's ball in the dirt.
You know what you do? You take the gloves off.
Just hold on. I don't know about that.
That's the best way.
Yeah.
Those gloves get wet like that and your grips get wet like that? All right. We will not see the conclusion of this one, but we might when we come back. Sports Talk Mississippi, hour 1 in the books, just watching baseball, talking with you. We'll get to some football stuff as well throughout the day, but it's regional day 1, and it's been awesome so far. We're glad you're here, and we'll be back after the news.
I listen to it at work.
Sports Talk Mississippi. Sports Talk Mississippi on SuperTalk Mississippi.
Did you get that memo?
Yes, sir.
Josie's on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over.
Sports Talk Mississippi here with you on a NCAA tournament Friday. The action coming fast and furious everywhere. We don't have fans. We have family here on Sports Talk Mississippi. And speaking of family, the Ag Up family is looking forward to seeing you. You know, we got a little sun today. The weather is still iffy all across the South, but we're going to be mowing the grass sooner rather than later. And it doesn't matter how big your yard is. Ag Up has got something for you. All right. So if you're not working your property, if your property is working you right now, you need to go see our friends over at Ag Up. John Deere compact tractors, 1 through 4 series models, 0% financing. That's for first-time landowners. That's for folks ready to trade up. Wherever you stand, Ag Up is ready to help you find the right machine for your property and your budget. Stop by your local Ag Up equipment location. There's 15 of them across the state, or you can visit agup.com. Ag Up and John Deere, built for what's next. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Somebody get that John Deere tractor and just bulldoze Plainsman Park to the foundation. Auburn has lost game 1 in a game that saw them use 8 different pitchers in game. You use 8 pitchers and you lose. That is how to lose a regional 101. So it's a really tough task for the Tigers if they're going to come out of their regional now.
Did you know that Milwaukee was the Panthers? I had no idea.
I did know that. As the Algonquins called it, Milwaukee, which of course means the good land.
Unreal.
It's had its share of visitors through the years. There's no doubt about that.
Can't believe Auburn.
Can't you? Every year this kind of thing happens. Every year somebody loses that shouldn't lose. This is Auburn's time to do it, I guess.
Big fella from Lamar hits a home run to go up 4-0. That dude is his nickname has got to be Beef or something. He's my guy ain't skipping very many meals, let's put it that way. And he hit a home run to give Lamar a 4-0 lead in the top of the 4th over Texas A&M. Here's a look at the scoreboard. USC Upstate, bottom 9. Oklahoma State was a lot of people's pick to be a Omaha contender. They're down 8-5 to the Spartans of USC Upstate. Nobody on with no outs there. St. Mary's and UCLA tied at 2 in the top of the 7th. The nation's best team in a dogfight to start their regional. Oregon State, Washington State tied at 2 in the top of the 8th. Lamar, as we mentioned, 4-0 over A&M. South Dakota.
Oh, wow. I'm seeing that guy now for the first time.
That's a beefy fella.
In Texas, that guy's the whole brisket. Look at that guy.
He doesn't quite look like a college athlete, but it doesn't matter when you hit tank bombs,
let me tell you something right now. That is the peak male form, whether you like it or not. Goodness gracious.
South Dakota State, Nebraska, tied at 0, top of the 4th in Lincoln. Let's see. Binghamton in West Virginia and St. John's, Florida State just started. Liberty beat Boston College by 1. Kentucky beat Wake Forest by 1, 6-5. East Carolina and Tennessee went to 14 innings, ECU winning that game. Georgia Tech beat Illinois Chicago 22-5.
That game got out of hand real quick.
Illinois Chicago was up 2-0.
Yeah.
But then reality set in. Little Rock upset Southern Miss. 14 hits for the Trojans of Little Rock over Southern Miss. Kansas beat Northeastern 6-3. Texas beat Holy Cross 19-1. Florida walked off Ryder in the bottom of the ninth to win 8-7. Auburn loses to Milwaukee, as we mentioned, 13-8. Mississippi State beats Lipscomb 10-1, and that is all of your results so far. Hey, why don't we knock one out? We got to get to 2 today on the countdown of 100 teams in 100 days.
It's bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S this day. It's bananas.
100 teams in 100 days.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
We go to the Sun Belt for team number 92 on the countdown of 100 teams in 100 days. It's actually a fight song I recognize. The Thundering Herd of Marshall from beautiful Huntington, West Virginia, in West Virginia, on the western border of the great state of West Virginia. They play at Joan C. Edwards Stadium, affectionately called the Joan. Over 30,000 people can go to home games there at West Virginia. Tony Gibson, the head coach, remember, he took over after they had the weird thing with Charles Huff. He claimed he wanted to stay, but clearly didn't. They gave him an offer, but it was a small offer, and that whole deal happened, and they claimed that they had a better option than Charles Huff. He goes to Southern Miss. They bring in Tony Gibson. He was the defensive coordinator at NC State for 4 years. For 5 years before he was given this head coaching opportunity. Year 1 for Marshall was just filled with close losses. They were 5-7. It very well could have been 8 or 9 wins. Here's how it shook out. They opened the season at Georgia. They lost big. They lose to Missouri State by 1. They beat Eastern Kentucky and Middle Tennessee before they lose at Louisiana in double overtime. Then they beat Old Dominion and Texas State. They lost at Coastal Carolina, got beat kind of bad. Lost at James Madison, lost by a pair of touchdowns. Beat Georgia State. Lost at Appalachian State by 2. And lost to Georgia Southern by 5. So you have a 1-point loss, a double overtime loss, a 5-point loss, and a 2-point loss.
Yeah.
Brutal for the Thundering Herd last season. This year, we'll see if they can get it done. Carlos Del Rio Wilson is the quarterback there. Good player. He's a Syracuse transfer, played for Marshall last year, though. Completed 67% of his passes over 2,000 yards, 17 touchdowns to just 5 interceptions, and ran for another 660 and 6 touchdowns. They opened the season, though, at Penn State. That's not easy for the Thundering Herd. That's Matt Campbell's debut. Middle Tennessee comes to their place before they go to Missouri State. Host Gardner-Webb before going to James Madison, hosting Coastal. Have an off week. Go to South Alabama, or host South Alabama, go to Old Dominion and Georgia Southern before hosting Appalachian State and Georgia State before ending the season in Monroe at ULM. Georgia Southern is a road game. Georgia State's a home game. I think I got those backwards. Maybe I said them correctly. Doesn't matter. Either way, Marshall, team number 92 on the countdown, but more importantly, what are the dining establishments like in Huntington, West Virginia?
Again, this is going to be one where when I tell you what kind of restaurant it is, it's going to surprise you. You think it's Huntington, West Virginia. What kind of restaurant do you think is the most highly rated restaurant on TripAdvisor?
Mexican.
No. Seafood.
Because when I think
Huntington, West Virginia, You best be going to Jewel City Seafood Restaurant and Market. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't look too bad. We've got, they got the raw bar there that you can get a dozen oysters for $16.99.
I don't know if I'm eating at a raw bar in Huntington, West Virginia.
$16.99 for a dozen oysters is pretty good. That's a pretty good price.
But
pound of peel and eat shrimp, only $17.99, huh? Come on now. Clam chowder, lobster bisque, gumbo. And then, for the main courses here, they've got crab. And you can get king crab, lobster tail, crab cakes. They got surf and turf, as you might imagine. Get the big, low country boil platter. You can get the big fried seafood platter. I mean, I don't know. I'll try it. I'll give it a try. Yes, I was quite, A number one restaurant in West Virginia town is a seafood restaurant. Threw me off, but the menu looks pretty good.
And all
look,
that
the prices
good.
aren't bad.
But the prices concern me.
Because it's too cheap, you think?
It's too cheap for being where they are. It's not like they just hopped off the boat and handed it to the restaurant, Yeah.
You can get 3 pounds of Alaskan king crab for $70. That's a really good price.
Another Lamar home run.
Oh.
5-0 over the Aggies in the top of the fourth.
Fried shrimp, you can get them fried, grilled, blackened, or steamed for $14.99.
See, that sounds really good.
That's a good price.
But that's a price I'd want to pay.
The premium platter, you get oysters, scallops, a crab cake, shrimp, tuna, trout, or salmon. It's a good deal.
What Asian country are they shipping these in from?
Hey, I don't know that. I mean, why are we hating on this place? They may be a place in the one of those. Virginia oysters. I mean, I got to assume there are oysters in Virginia, right? They're on the water. Got the Chesapeake Bay right there. Yeah. They're probably okay.
I will say that Mississippi law where a restaurant has to disclose where their seafood comes from, great law, by the way. Went to a place, was going to order seafood, saw that it wasn't from here.
Yeah.
Didn't get it.
Moving on. Yeah, the next thing. Wow, Lamar, 5-0 over in Tuscaloosa. SC Upstate still up 8-5, but the bases are loaded with 2 outs for the Cowboys.
This is fun.
It is.
Team number 92, Marshall, on the countdown of 100 teams in 100 days. We'll be back in just a minute.
In the Venable Glass.
SportsTalk Mississippi is brought to you by Covington County Hospital in Collins, where your health matters.
Can you feel it? Can you hear it?
Sports Talk Mississippi.
Yeah!
On Super Talk Mississippi.
Are you watching Squeeze play?
I am. I saw that hair.
I was just about to ask. Did you see the flow on the Oregon State pitcher?
It was unbelievable.
My goodness.
I wonder how many products he puts in his hair to make it look
he's
like
au
that.
natural.
There's no way. That dude's brushing it all the time.
Oh, my gosh. Look at him. He's a chunky boy, too.
That's what Brishan Matthews did when I had a political science class.
Georgia already just getting going here. Bases loaded, 1 out for the Bulldogs, and their game has just started, bottom of the first.
Great color scheme from Long Island.
Did you just throw a Brishan Matthews
I did.
reference out? Wow.
He would sit in class and brush his hair.
Oh, my gosh.
And I Googled it because I was curious, who is this guy? And the video was him donating his pet python to rehoming his pet python when he went to college. Mm-hmm. That was the local news story from where he was from. He had a big snake that he gave away because he had to go play SEC football.
He had a snake. I live with a guy who had a caiman, so it happens.
Oh man. 601-879-4395. The C Spire text line. Somebody says, I hope all these SEC teams crash and burn except my Rebs. There, I said it. Conference pride is so, especially now. What does conference pride give you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if you're the cheering for one of these teams, you want your team to win the national title. Well, it's like State has obviously would have to probably beat Georgia to get there anyway. But like, if I could get to Omaha and State's like one of the few 1 seeds remaining because all the other SEC teams have been eliminated, good, great, grand.
No yelling on the bus.
Yes.
Good stuff. Texas A&M still down 5-0. That's incredible.
Well, I mean, it's just been that kind of day.
It has been that kind of day. Maybe it'll be that
fly
kind of
ball
night.
to center at Georgia, and LIU gets out of the inning with no harm, no foul, scoreless after 1 in Athens.
Did you see Sports Illustrated today making a bunch of layoffs?
I saw that, yeah.
From where it was to where it is now has to be studied by science.
Yeah, I mean, Sports Illustrated was the pinnacle of sports journalism when I was a teenager, right? Like, if you wanted to be in sports, that was your dream to write for Sports Illustrated. You know, so I was a subscriber to Sports Illustrated, and that was the highlight of the week. It's really hard to believe nowadays when you think about what sports is and how we consume sports that a magazine would come to my house once a week that told me about stuff that happened a week ago.
Yeah.
You know, but I looked forward to it every week when it would show up, and I would read it cover to cover more often than not. And nowadays it's a lot of AI slop. It's a lot of aggregation, and the few good writers they have still there. They ran a lot of them out the door today.
And I mean, you mentioned AI, right? Kevin Van Valkenburg, that's a real guy. Is a golf writer, pointed this out, and he said, quote, "If you want to understand why Sports Illustrated is essentially in hospice care, it's because of decisions like this. They paid $200 million for an AI video platform that they had to abandon because it simply didn't work." Mm-hmm. $200 million. A
lot of us are going to have to get off the AI. The Pope today condemned it, said it's the new Tower of Babel. So if you're Catholic, can't be on the AI anymore.
Well, nobody wants it, though. That's it. That's the thing.
I agree.
Why was there not a single person in the room, though, at Sports Illustrated to say, "Hey, guys, hold on, wait. Nobody is going to want AI-generated video content." Nobody.
I'm sure there was somebody who was, but he was shouted down.
Without a doubt. I'm going to test your college football knowledge. So there's that. That's a sad deal. I mean, good reporters losing their jobs. It sucks to see an institution go away, but maybe don't invest money in things that nobody's going to want. I'm going to test your college football knowledge. I don't expect you to get many of these. This is going to be tough. The last time every team in the SEC was shut out in a game, okay? This is going to be really tough. So I don't expect you to get many, but we'll see if you can remember any. The last time Kentucky was shut out, I'll give you the years on these because why not? It was actually last season.
Who shut out Kentucky last year? I don't remember. I'm going to guess Tennessee.
It was their Louisville game at the end of last season.
So they're on a shutout streak.
Yeah. Tennessee, the last time they were shut out was in September of 2017.
September of 2017. I mean, this Alabama.
Some of these are going to be really hard. Some I think you'll get, though. Okay. It was the Georgia game. They lost 41-0.
It was going to be, those were my two choices, Georgia or Alabama. Yeah. All right.
I think you might be able to get this one 2 years ago, October 2024, Missouri's last shutout. This was a kind of a big game going into it.
Was it Georgia?
It was Alabama.
Okay. See,
Missouri went to Alabama, got beat 34-0.
It's going to be a lot of Georgia, Alabama kind of stuff happening here.
Texas's last shutout was in October of 2015. I don't think you're going to get anywhere close to this one. October of 2015. Oklahoma. It was Iowa State. In Ames, 24-0.
Goodness gracious, Longhorns.
How about this? Vanderbilt's last one was actually in 2022, in November of 2022.
November of 2022. So we'll just we're guessing again, but we're going to say Georgia.
It was Tennessee, 56-0.
Oof, that's a bad one. I'm not going to get any of these right.
You're going to get Ole Miss's November of 2014. You know this one. November 2014, Arkansas.
Yeah, I do remember that one.
That was the, to Hugh Freeze's credit, that was the game where Bo Wallace was hurt, and both Ryan Buchanan and Devontae Kincaid played, and that was when Hugh Freeze, as the story goes,
we're going to have to go get another quarterback.
These guys ain't it, fellas. And that's how Chad Kelly came to be.
Became an Ole Miss Rebel, yeah.
October of 2022 was Oklahoma's last shutout loss.
October of 2022. I'll go Texas.
That was Texas, 49-0.
Oof.
They lost to Texas. Texas A&M's last shutout was 2014 in October. They lost 59-0 in. So this was
on the road.
59-0
in 2014.
It was an SEC opponent.
Well, obviously, yeah. I'm going to say in 2014, Alabama.
59-0 to Alabama.
Yeah.
South Carolina's November of 2021. It was a home loss, 30-0. Clemson in 2021. Yeah. Auburn's is all the way back in 2012. It was a home loss in November, a road loss in November of 2012, 49-0.
It's the Iron Bowl.
They lost the Iron Bowl 49-0 in 2012.
Yeah.
Arkansas's is actually 2021. Okay. It was a road loss in early October, 37-0.
In 2021? So Chad Morris is gone by that. That's a Pittman game. I'm going to say Alabama.
It was Sam Pittman's homecoming game to Georgia.
Okay.
Alabama's last one was 26 years ago, November 18th, year 2000, and the score was 9-0.
9-0, year 2000, and November 18th, you said?
November 18th.
That shouldn't be an Iron. It is, though. It is. It's an Iron Bowl.
It's an Iron Bowl.
Yeah.
Alabama last was shut out on November 18th, 2000, in a 9-0 home loss to Auburn. Imagine the feeling walking out of that stadium. Auburn beats you, and you lose 9-0. Gross.
That's the old days for you.
All right, when was Mississippi State's?
Their last shutout?
Their last shutout was on Halloween night. Or Halloween day. I don't know the time of the game. It was on Halloween.
What year?
I'm not going to tell you because I want to see if you know. It was on Halloween, though.
Halloween. I need the year.
2020.
So that would have been Alabama.
At Alabama, 41-0 on Halloween 2020. Scary year, scary day.
Yep. I was at that game, yeah.
Georgia's was in 1995.
Oh, gosh, probably Florida.
Alabama, actually.
Oh. See, it's almost an easy guess.
Yeah,
it's 31-0. One of the good teams.
On September 30th, 1995. LSU was 2018. November 3rd, 2018.
Alabama.
Yeah. 29-0.
Yeah. They had that mediocre Joe Burrow.
Florida's last shutout loss.
They have a good long streak, right?
Was 1988.
So that's pre-Spurrier.
It was a 16-0 home loss on October 29th.
Of 1988?
Of 1988.
I'm going to go Tennessee.
It was Auburn. In 1988. That's tough.
Yeah.
Good on Florida, though. That's extremely
maybe at least put some points on the board.
Impressive. Yeah. Sports Talk Mississippi. We'll be back in just a bit.
From theSeabrook.com.
Can't believe what I'm hearing.
This is Sports Talk Mississippi, right here on Super Talk Mississippi.
Welcome back. Borky and Haydad with you on this Friday. A&M gets one on the board. They are still down 5-1, though, to Lamar. It is in the bottom of the fifth. Nebraska leading South Dakota State 2-0 in the bottom of the fifth. They're still batting in that inning with a runner on first and nobody out. So that is one to keep an eye on for you Ole Miss fans out there. Look at the rest of the scoreboard. USC Upstate beat Oklahoma State. That is an upset. The Cowboys were a favorite for a lot of people. And I'm having to do the what is it called, a CAPTCHA thing again? D1 Baseball, making sure that I'm not some kind of robot trying to get into their
God
website
forbid
here.
a robot get in there and know baseball scores.
Apparently so.
We have taken over the planet.
St. Mary's
baseball scores.
And the 51-6 UCLA Bruins are tied at 2 in the bottom of the 8th. Washington State leading Oregon State in the top of the 9th. That's another host that could go down. No, Oregon State's not a host. They're just ranked number.
They're not a host.
They're not a host. Do you want to have them ranked number 8?
They
because
might.
they have an 8 next to their name.
I mean, they might
on D1's website. That's nuts if that's true. Anyway, Washington State leading Oregon State. West Virginia down early to Binghamton.
Oregon State is the number 8 team in the country according to D1 Baseball.
And they did not host.
They did not host. Well, I mean, same thing with,
But I feel like your rankings are a little bit off when your number 8 team doesn't get a top 16 seed.
Yeah.
There's disconnect there. West Virginia is hosting. They're down 1-0 in the third. Georgia and Long Island tied at 0 in the bottom of the second. St. John's, Florida State tied at 1 in the bottom of the second. All other scores final on this beautiful Baseball Friday. Ole Miss has their lineup out tonight facing Carlone, the big strikeout throwing lefty for Arizona State. Decker, Udemark, Furness, Becerra, Federico, all no surprises there. That is exactly what they should be. Reuter's going to DH tonight for Ole Miss. Foley behind the plate, Pano at short, and Tate Sermons is going to play left field. That's a young guy that has not played all that much. I assume it's a splits thing. I don't know what to say about what Ole Miss is trying to do at left field. That's a position that was supposed to be locked in by Pasella. Paid him a lot of money to come be their left fielder, and his game just did not translate to the SEC level for whatever reason. And so they've just been kind of rotating guys in and out there. I don't know. I don't have a good answer. Part of me wonders if Randall could play left field at this point, but it's too late now. That's just been a position of death for Ole Miss this season. They have not been able to find a good left fielder. People are kind of freaking out about him playing left tonight if you look at the comments and stuff. But, I mean, what better option do they got there right now? They have no good options, and so maybe the young freshman is the spark that they need, but he also hits below his body weight. So that's just a spot that's a hole in the lineup this year for Ole Miss. It is what it is.
It's May 29th.
It is what it is.
We're not finding anybody new at this point.
No, most certainly not.
Well, controversy up here in Texas A&M Lamar. Said it was hit by the pitch, but I don't think the catcher agreed with that call. He and the Texas A&M batter having some words.
He was not hit by that pitch. I'm looking at the replay right now.
Are they reviewing it? Are they reviewing that?
Oh, the ump gave that to him.
Yeah, he gave it to him, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, did they review that? Is that not reviewable?
It should be.
This looks like it just comes off the ground. That doesn't. Is they saying it hit him on the shoe? Where are they saying it hit him?
They need to go back to showing the reviews. They are reviewing it. Call in the field is hit by pitch. Let's see. Ball lands past, so he's a lefty, so it lands past his right foot. I don't know where they're claiming it hit him. It most certainly did not hit his foot. So it had to have hit him on the bounce up, if it hit him at all. And yeah, Lamar's catcher, not real pleased with him.
Yeah, he had some words. They are challenging it. Well, I guess we'll have to wait.
That can't be the only angle that they've got.
State had a play challenge earlier, and I tell you what, man, it took forever to get that play called. It was about a 3-minute review. And for whatever reason, State has the Hawkeye technology, but they, I guess, in the NCAA tournament, because everybody doesn't have it, they can't use it. I don't know, but they did not use it.
They're only showing one angle, and it's the front angle, and that's not a good one. You have to have.
That's what I'm saying. They're not giving us the good angles here. Here we go. Here's a. This should give us an idea. Here comes the ball. That doesn't look like it hit him, but I don't
think it hit him.
I think it's going to be too close to change.
Are they claiming that it hit his right foot? That didn't hit him.
Well, call stands.
That ball didn't hit him.
Well, according to the umpires, it did.
Hey, that ball doesn't hit him.
I mean, I agree with you, but it doesn't matter. That's not what they're going to call here.
Oh, that is a replay official that just probably wasn't comfortable enough to pull the trigger, and I sympathize with that. I really do. That ball didn't hit him though. Lamar's catcher, I think he was right to get up and probably some words we can't repeat on the radio, but call him a faker.
What was that? What's the guy's name for Arkansas?
Brian something.
Yeah, who's now a coach in Arkansas, and he said he shows that clip to his players and be like, "Don't do this. Don't be like I was." I mean, at least
I love that actually. I really like that.
At least he was like, "Hey, I made a mistake, and don't do what I did." I don't have a problem with that.
No, not at all. Did you see? Here? So we got schedule release times and stuff.
Yeah.
Big Noon Saturday has released their first 3 games.
Oh yeah, give them to me.
Have you seen what they are?
I haven't.
Oh, hey, Dad, they're not good.
Oh.
So this is Fox's, the first 3 weeks of the season, these are Fox's big noon kickoff games, big noon Saturday games.
Big nude.
September 5th, Bloomington, Indiana, North Texas at Indiana.
Oh.
Week 2, this one's good. Oklahoma at Michigan, September 12th, Ann Arbor.
That's a great game, yeah. That's the game of the day.
Week 3.
It's actually not the game of the day now that I think about it. Ooh, Texas A&M just hit a home run. They're about to get going. You can feel it.
All because a guy faked getting hit by the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Week 3, big noon Saturday.
This is their big window here.
Kent State at Ohio State.
Oh, come on, guys. There's got to be something better than that. They have first pick, right?
I guess.
There's got to be a better... Hold on. I need to see a Big Ten helmet schedule. There has to be a better game on week 3 than that.
There are brands that move the needle. In Big Ten country, Ohio State does things for ratings.
I get that, but there's got to be something. Like, if you're the commissioner of the Big Ten, you got to be like, what are we doing, guys?
So,
hold on.
Week 3.
Week 3.
Big noon Saturday is Kent State, Ohio State.
So, oh, man, honestly, that game's on the road, so they wouldn't have the rights to it. You got Maryland, Virginia Tech, but no, that's in Maryland. You could show that.
They chose Kent State, Ohio State over Maryland, Virginia Tech.
Northwestern hosting Colorado. Purdue at UCLA. You've got an actual Rutgers, USC. You've got actual conference games.
There has to be something's wrong there.
And then Ohio State gets that's rough, guys. Ish.
Brutal.
Is Michigan off that week? No, they have UTEP though. Nobody cares. There are better games available. I mean, I understand Ohio State moves the needle, but you gotta have better choices here, guys. Come on.
That's pretty brutal.
No, that's awful. I feel bad for their fans.
That's true. The guy on the text line, he didn't fake it. No, he didn't fake it. The umpire blew the call.
Yeah.
Guy didn't get hit by the pitch, though.
Yeah.
Brian Walker is the guy's name. He faked getting hit by the pitch.
He 100% faked getting hit by a pitch.
And the best part about that video is his teammates do not support him at all.
No, they're just like, eh. Now, Van Horn, gave it a run, but...
Because he had to.
He didn't have a whole lot of choice there. So, yeah.
This Oregon State pitcher, his hair is immaculate.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
But they are down.
He looks like he should be like the lead singer for a Molly Hatchet tribute band.
Oh, man. Lamar leading A&M 5-3. That's in the bottom of the 5th. St. Mary's UCLA still tied at 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in the bottom of the 8th. That would be I mean, there's been a lot of upsets today.
That would be one that would catch everybody's attention if the number one team in the nation were to go down here. But still a long way to go in all of these games.
St. Mary's was probably a pretty sweet place to play baseball, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it was right there in California, right close to the beach, I would imagine.
Pepperdine's probably the best place to play
the best one.
Sports.
Their campus looks like it's in Hawaii. Where is St. Mary's College? It's in no, that's in Maryland. Never mind. St. Mary's College of Maryland. It's in Moraga.
I know all about Moraga.
Yeah.
Sports Talk Mississippi. We will be back right after this. Give you a score update if anything interesting happens between now and then. And then we got to knock out another team on the countdown. We'll do that as well.
Hey guys!
What's happening?
What the heck are you doing?
Sports Talk Mississippi on your radio and in the game. Sports Talk Mississippi.
It's coming up on the weekend, so you know what we got to do. We got to get to another team on the countdown of 100 teams in 100 days.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This day is bananas.
100 teams in 100 days.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
It's the final countdown.
We go to the Pac-12. Yes, it still exists. It is a thing. This team kept it alive. Team number 91, all the way up in Corvallis, Oregon. They're hosting a regional right now. Oregon State.
No, they aren't.
Oh, they're not. They're in a regional. They're playing in a regional right now. But they're the number 8 team in the country, apparently. We just went over that. What am I thinking?
We did.
I'm just focused on Reeser Stadium. Just got another healthy renovation. It took them almost 3 years to do it. Those people, I feel horrible for Oregon State fans. They care. And I mean, they invest, they support, they care. And it didn't save them from being on the chopping block in conference realignment. USC, UCLA, Oregon, Washington all leave. A few others leave for the Big 12, and it left Washington State and Oregon State behind with nothing. And they kept the Pac-12 alive, just the two of them. And sure enough, their persistence paid off. They have a conference again. No, it's not a power conference anymore, but they have a conference. And that is better than what they had just a couple of years ago. Trent Bray was their coach a season ago. He was their defensive coordinator before, help me out. Hey, Dad, he took the Michigan State job, and it didn't work out there either.
Jonathan Smith.
Jonathan Smith, who had it rolling there, but he saw the writing on the wall, left to go to Michigan State. Didn't work out at Michigan State, but Trent Bray was given the head coaching job. He went 5-7 in year one, and then year two, it got a lot worse. Started the season 0-7, and he lost his job before it ended. They lost to Cal, Fresno State, at Texas Tech, at Oregon, to Houston, at Appalachian State, and to Wake Forest. They did beat Lafayette, or is it Lafayette? Lafayette?
It's Lafayette.
The Leopards?
They're Lafayette, yes.
The Lafayette Leopards.
It's only Lafayette, one place in the world.
And then they beat Washington State, but then they lost to Sam Houston, Tulsa, and then lost to Washington State in their return meeting. So I guess they split the conference championship. I wonder how that worked, actually.
They did split it, yes.
So they were the co-champions of a 2-team conference. This year, it's better. Although, boy, whoever made this schedule does not like their new coach, Jamarcus Shepard. He was at Alabama as the AHC, so either associate or assistant head coach, depending on what his title was. Co-offensive coordinator and wide receivers coach. He was at Washington for 2 years before he joined the staff with DeBoer at Alabama, and then was given the head coaching job at Oregon State. I don't know who made this schedule, but shame on them for this guy. They open at Houston, then they host Texas Tech, and then they get an FCS game, which you think, good. It's Montana.
Oh, no.
One of the best FCS programs in the country to start the season. Then they go to UTEP and Colorado State conference games before hosting San Diego State and Washington State. Then they go to Fresno, host Texas State, who's in the Pac-12 now, before going to Boise State, hosting Utah State, and then they're doing the double-up thing again. They finish the season at Washington State as a member of the Pac-12. It has survived. They've added a bunch of new members, mostly from the Mountain West, and they got a conference again. Good for them. Oregon State, a proud program, hoping to get back to normalcy again.
And, of course, if they just lost in baseball, right as you brought them up, Washington State gets the win there in the 2-3 game, so they'll play the winner of the Oregon, whoever the hell the 4 seed is in the Oregon regional situation. We got another brewery with the highest rated restaurant, so that's good news for us, Borky, if we're ever in Corvallis. We're going to Block 15 Brewing. First off, the beer menu looks fantastic. A lot of great options. Are you an IPA guy?
It depends.
Don't lie.
It really depends.
Don't lie. Nobody likes IPAs.
I will like certain ones. I had a jalapeno IPA at a brewery in Charlotte once. It blew my mind. It was amazing.
Well, they got a lot of good stuff here as far as the beer goes. As far as the food goes, as you can imagine, some of it's getting used in the menu. They got the beer battered fries. Battered fries, you a fan?
Yes.
Battered fries, beer. I got the beer bread pizza. So it's a beer bread. Pretzel. With beer cheese, obviously. Large selection of burgers. The one that catches my eye is the Jalapeno Jack Burger, a Northwest beef patty with green chilies and jalapenos, melted pepper jack, lettuce, sweet onion, cilantro jalapeno mayo on top of a toasted brioche bun. You can add bacon for just $2 more. So that's pretty good. And they've got a whole customizable burger menu. A lot of great options there. This looks like a very solid place to grab a burger, a beer, and watch an Oregon State football game. Block 15 Brewery. It's where we're headed if we're ever in the Corvallis area.
Good stuff there. That's team number 91 on the countdown of 100 teams in 100 days. And if you're keeping score at home, yes, team number 89 will be on Tuesday of next week. Already in the 80s on Tuesday.
Ooh, St. Mary's just took the lead in the top of the ninth.
We'll give you a scoreboard update after the news. Sports Talk Mississippi in the Pearl River Resort Studio.
Let's go to the junction, in the grove, and to the top.
Don't hurt yourself.
Sports Talk Mississippi
on SuperTalk Mississippi.
Top of the ninth in Los Angeles. St. Mary's puts one over the fence. They have a 3-2 lead. Top of the ninth still going on. Man on first. 2 outs for the Gales as they try to extend that lead. But UCLA is 3 outs away from going into the losers bracket as the number 1 overall seed. Also around the horn here, Nebraska up 2 on South Dakota State. But the Jackrabbits do have 2 on and 2 out right this second. And Lamar still holding on to that 5-3 lead against Texas A&M. They're in the top of the 7th there in College Station.
Yeah, Nebraska didn't score enough runs today.
Base hit for South Dakota State, and now we've got a tie ball game.
Wow. So Nebraska's starter, they threw their ace today, and he was great.
Not a tie game. He didn't. I thought they'd send him. It's 2-1.
But Nebraska's starter was great today. 6 and a third, no runs, 5 hits. But their offense didn't produce enough. They had to go to their best bullpen arm. And so now that things are lining up for Ole Miss if you can just capitalize there. And that's the thing. I mean,
got to capitalize, though.
Here's an opportunity. Auburn lost today. Nebraska's having to use guys that they probably didn't want to use today, and they're playing in a high-leverage game against the 4 seed. The table is being set for you right now. Can you make that count?
UCLA gets a strikeout, so they'll go to the bottom of the 9th, 3-2 St. Mary's. They try to knock off the number 1 overall seed. Where is this home run? Oh, Missouri State with a 1-0 lead. That's the second pitch of the game. Missouri State up over Arkansas.
Hey, things are happening right now, but it's just after 5 o'clock, so something has to happen. You know what it is by now.
I believe it to be the College Football Fix. The College Football Fix is driven by your Mississippi Ford dealers. For 50 years, the best-selling truck in America has been a Ford F-150. So what does that tell you, guys? It tells me if you're looking for a new truck, there's only one place to shop. There's only one name to know. That's your Mississippi Ford dealers. Go visit them today. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
So we kind of knew this was coming because they changed one arbitrary rule to start to make this happen. But the College Football Hall of Fame has officially placed Mike Leach on the ballot for this year. That is something that he was not eligible for because of win percentage. There are multiple different groups that kind of vote on this. Mm-hmm. The National Football Foundation, it's got a bunch of members, 12,000 apparently. And then the Honors Court, athletic administrators, current Hall of Fame members, and sports journalists. Those are the ones that will decide whether or not Mike Leach will get into the College Football Hall of Fame. That is the easiest yes answer that you could possibly have. There are people that are on plane with Mike Leach, but there's nobody that has a faster yes than does he belong in the College Football Hall of Fame? Yes, move on, done. This guy belongs.
I agree with something I saw earlier today. They were talking about, they don't like that. They didn't like that they had to arbitrarily change a rule. And they said, what you've got to do is this. Just take out the winning percentage rule. It's not like they're going to put in a bunch of coaches that are 25 games under 500.
Exactly.
Right? Like, the people understand what a Hall of Fame is. There's no rule in the Baseball Hall of Fame that you had to have hit 300. There's no rule in the Football Hall of Fame that as a running back that you had to average 5 yards a carry, right? It's just, people know what a Hall of Fame is. So just do that. And Mike Leach just gets in. His win-loss record, obviously, it's not as impressive as some, but he did it at Texas Tech, Washington State, and Mississippi State. Not exactly Alabama, Oklahoma, and Texas there. And, the beyond that, he completely revolutionized the game of football with the offense that he created. And you add to that the fact that he is just one of the great characters of the game. And a guy that, there's a million stories about that every coach has respect for. He's an easy Hall of Famer. It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, there's a lot of differences between college football and the NFL. Mm-hmm. And I think they're both great for just totally different reasons. As I've said before, earlier this week, I think that the NFL is very corporate, very buttoned up, very few mistakes in the NFL compared to college. It's a more streamlined version of football. Mm-hmm. College football is chaotic. It's quirky. It's weird. You've got odd traditions and characters and stuff, but also a lot of substance.
And you used to have that in the NFL, but you just don't have it as much anymore. Yeah. It is very much like the CEO kind of thing.
But Mike Leach is the perfect encapsulation of what people love about college football. He's goofy. He's quirky. Sometimes you don't really understand it. But behind all of that stuff was a lot of substance. Like you said, a lot of winning at places that don't traditionally win. And the offense that he created 30 years ago, longer than that, right? Mm-hmm. Is still influencing offenses today. Both of the SEC offenses from the state of Mississippi are direct influences of what Mike Leach created so long ago.
Yeah.
His tentacles are in basically every offense that's run in college football besides the service academies. It's really that deep. So he's got all of this stuff that we love about college football, the goofiness, the quirkiness, and then the substance to back it all up. I hate that it had to take a rule change to get to this point, but it's really good that he's going to be honored forever in Atlanta at the College Football Hall of Fame. He deserves it.
This is one of those things. It's like we had this arbitrary idea that you had to win 60% of your games. Like, why? This is one of those things where it's like the steroid thing with baseball. It's like, guys, it's just a museum, all right? It's about telling the story of your sport. Tell me the story of college football without Mike Leach. You cannot. Tell me the story of baseball without Barry Bonds. You cannot. So, I just wish there was more like. It's just not that big a deal. It really isn't to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I feel about it.
No, it's not. And somebody on the text line, this did crack me up. I would argue that the people in charge of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame have no idea what a Hall of Fame is.
Fair. That one's
a fair point.
I don't know if they have an idea of what rock and roll is.
Yeah.
UCLA 1 out and a man on first.
Yeah, they don't know what that is. Nebraska did get out of that inning. It's 2-1 going into the bottom of the 7th for Nebraska. But this UCLA St. Mary's thing, this is your college football fix driven by Ford.
A lot of drama in Westwood right this second. So, man on first. They had a 1-out single.
Turning to bunt with 1 out. That's an interesting decision, all things considered.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know who's up. If Choflowski's up, it's probably worth doing.
Dean West, who has a .280 batting average for what that's worth, squaring to bunt. Speaking of quirky traditions in college sports, A&M, their fans are doing that weird point, rub the back of your head thing. Do you know what that is?
No.
I don't either.
I don't know what any of their stuff is, man. I don't know any of their hand gestures. I don't know any, about good rock the
Have you seen this, though?
I don't know.
They point to the batter, and they rub the back of their heads. That's what they do.
I haven't been indoctrinated into that group, so I have no idea.
And it's like a fast rub of the back of their heads. Very, very it's unsettling.
Yeah, well, a lot of the things that Texas A&M does are unsettling. Ooh, is that going to stay in?
I'm a little bit behind you. Was that a reference to what's going on?
It was a foul ball. I thought they might have had a chance to make a play, but they did not. So,
I think St. Mary's catcher is intentionally filling his mitt with dirt. By the way, because every
ball it just explodes with dirt. I don't know if it's either that or that ball is just loaded.
He's doing it on purpose. He's got to be. For effect or something.
Boy,
like that.
That could have been caught. The catcher and the third baseman run into each other there.
Oh, that should have been caught. You're exactly right.
That could have been 2 outs. We'll see if that comes back to bite them.
Boys, you got to communicate. You have got to talk to each other if you want to upset the best team in America.
Strike 3 called. Wow, he looked at strike 3. 2 down.
I'm about to see it right here because I am a little bit behind.
Arkansas starting Gabe Gackle in this game. He's at 22 pitches right this second. So,
he's mad. No, buddy, you have got to swing the bat.
Now maybe you couldn't tell because of the cloud of dust. It looks like pig pens catching for him.
He's definitely putting dirt in that glove. That's so funny.
Yeah, is he like scooping it up?
He's got to be.
I'm going to watch him here. Let me see here.
Look at that.
Is he scooping up dirt?
It's like he's putting on a 1980s magic show.
I don't know. Where is all this dirt coming from? Every time. Is that a fair ball? No, foul.
He's putting it in his glove.
But where? I'm trying to watch him as he goes here.
He's got to be grabbing it and with his
offhand. Pocket sand. He's got pocket sand. St. Mary's catcher Rusty Shackelford.
Oh, it looks like their third base coach tried to make a play.
And that ball was hit a little hard, Chief. Oh, 2-0 Missouri State. A 2-out single scores another run.
Missouri State's a good ball club.
They're a good ball club, and also this is going to be a 30-pitch inning the way it's going. Goodness gracious.
We'll give you an update. We might have a final score, although St. Mary's' third base coach is getting checked out by the trainers and the umpires right now because he tried to make a play and hurt his hand. Hey, Coach, let the guys with the gloves do that. We'll be back in just a bit.
From the Venable Glass to the sports. This is Sports Talk Mississippi.
Sounds good.
On SuperTalk Mississippi.
If you're looking to buy a new car, a pre-owned car, you're in the market for a new vehicle, go see our friends in Oxford at Belk Ford and Oxford Toyota. Anybody can sell you a car. A lot of places will give you a great deal on that. But not everybody makes you feel welcome the moment you walk on the lot, makes you enjoy the buying experience, makes you want to come back when it's time to get that next car. That's what happens when you step on the lot at Belk Ford and Oxford Toyota. So if you are looking right now to buy or sell your car, talk to our friends at Belk Ford at Oxford Toyota. Tell them that Borky and Hey Dad sent you. Highway 6 in Oxford. It is a final in Los Angeles. The number 1 overall seed has lost. Remember last year the number 1 overall seed was Vanderbilt. They did not make it out of their regional either. So St. Mary's gets a 3-2 win over UCLA. That is a very big win for the Gales. Interesting to see how the rest of that sets up. In College Station, 5-3 Lamar, but the Aggies, Texas A&M, have loaded the bases with one out here in the bottom of the 7th. So our good friend Richard Cross getting some action here. And then when I guess Arkansas got out of the inning, but it was 2-0 Arkansas. Now Lamar has just walked in a run, make it 5-4 Lamar over Texas A&M. Last I saw it was Missouri losing or beating Missouri State beating Arkansas 2-0 in the top of the first. Gabe Gackle was over 30 pitches, I believe, in that inning. That's not a great start for the Hogs, who, of course, are playing with a little bit of a little chip on their shoulder, right? After that, after not getting that hosting spot, it'd be a bad look to lose this first game, but they're already down in the first inning.
Lamar has hit by pitch in a run and then walked in a run.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
That's tough. The bubbles are flying there in College Station. And if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, the people in the stands
they blow bubbles.
Bubble machines, and they blow bubbles after runs. It is what they do. But, I mean, how about this, though? 4 seeds just taking down 1 seeds all day today.
It has been a day for the 4 seed, no question.
I thought NIL was ruining baseball.
Now a sac fly ties the game. 5-5 Lamar and Texas A&M. A lot of bubbles.
A lot of bubbles. You see him in the camera shot now, even.
Yeah, so it's the Spire text line. This is why you can't get 1,000 fans in the stadium. They're like, why am I going to go? We're going to lose.
They won 51 games this year.
They did.
51-6, right? Isn't that the final tally?
Believe that is correct, yes.
Random story, hey, Dad. This I want to see what you think about this. So the men's golf national championship. By the way, I'll actually pull up the scoreboard because Ole Miss and didn't State make it as well?
Yes.
So I'll actually pull that up to give you a score update. Why not?
Real quick to let you know that Georgia is up 8-0 over Long Island, so the Bulldogs well on their way.
Yeah, we kind of,
had a feeling, yeah.
Especially with how that started. But BYU made the national championship. And the national championship started today. Let's see. Ole Miss as a team shot 5 over. Mississippi State shot 10 over. 3 rounds, and then they cut to match play after 3 rounds, but not a good start for either the Rebels or the Bulldogs. And Ole Miss is actually only through 8 holes. Mississippi State is done for the day. So anyway, BYU made it, though.
Okay.
BYU also didn't play particularly well today either, so they may not make the cut. But long story short, the 3 rounds are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's when they're supposed to be. BYU Athletics does not participate in events on Sunday. Part of a Mormon thing.
Right.
That's why in the NCAA tournament, BYU only plays on the Thursday, Saturday games. They get accommodated for that.
Right.
Well, they accommodated them for this golf tournament. BYU got to play by themselves as a team yesterday and post their round 3 score yesterday. So, a lot of things at play here. Just like the bottom of the 9th, just like the 4th quarter, just like whatever pressure-packed situation, that impacts play. So, playing in the 3rd round impacts play because there's more pressure. You have to play with opponents. That impacts things. And there are course conditions that are different on a given day.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if they were to make the cut, they get a full day off before match play. I don't think that should be allowed. I think if you can't play the way everybody else plays, sorry. I don't think maybe that's not being inclusive or whatever. But what if it's really windy? on Sunday.
Yeah.
And everybody else has to play a difficult course when they didn't have to. What if you make the cut? Everybody else has to go from 3 straight pressure-packed rounds straight into match play. You get a day off. They benefit from their religious rule in ways that none of the other teams do. I wouldn't allow it.
The problem becomes, you know what the problem's going to be. They're going to sue for religious discrimination or something like that, and they might win. I don't know if they would win or not, but do you really want to go through that, and do you want to look like that, like you're persecuting someone? I mean, I agree with you.
You give them a competitive advantage by doing this.
Yeah. You just gotta figure out a way to move the tournament. The whole tournament has to be moved, so nobody's playing on Sunday. Nobody plays on Sunday.
So the counter would be, so everybody else has to change for you?
Yes, in this situation, because it's the only way to be fair in some ways. I don't like it, but that feels like the best possible choice.
Yeah, top 16 advance. So there's a top 16 advance, and then after the 4th round, they go into match play. But yeah, weather is, Marty's right. Weather is basically the biggest factor in golf. And if you're not all playing the same weather, you're not playing the same course. Yeah, you see it all the time. I don't know. I really don't like that. But I guess what can you do? And you're right. I mean, the fear of litigation makes a lot of decisions, especially for the NCAA right now, for sure. As the train goes by right field in College Station, I love that feature of that ballpark, by the way. An active railroad is 15, 20 yards past the right field wall at College Station?
I think that's right, yeah. Yeah, that's a cool tradition. I won't lie.
I like trains. Trains are cool.
Lamar got out of the inning, though, so
they did.
No more damage. So it's just tied 5-5 as they go to the top of the 8th. I've also got Florida State up here. They are leading 2-1 over St. John's. They've got 2 runners on in the bottom of the 4th here, 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs.
Yeah, and this is a great question. What happens if does BYU play baseball? I'm sure they do, right? Yes, they have a beautiful baseball stadium.
Yeah.
What happens if they make a regional final?
It's a good question.
Have to play it on Monday?
Don't know.
Imagine if the TV networks, hey, BYU, we want your matchup on Sunday. Neutral site in SoFi Stadium. They're rich enough, they can turn down that money. They can say no to the TV
Yeah,
money.
they'd be fine, yeah.
Not many other people can. Hey.
Very few, Michael. You and I can't.
No. So we got baseball coming up tonight, obviously. Looks like there may be some weather coming through Lincoln, by the way. It's not... The forecast earlier today was not great. So hopefully they can get that in. Mississippi State got their game in, despite the possibility of weather coming through, right? It was an off chance, but there was a chance that weather was going to come through today. Southern Miss had to move their game up an hour.
I'll be honest with you, man. Living here in Starkville around 9 a.m., 10:30 a.m. today, I was shocked that there was you looked outside and you're like, it's about to dump rain on this town.
Yeah.
And it just never did. And, we actually got the sun came on my drive back here from the stadium. The sun was out. So looks like we're going to get through this weekend more or less, but I was, when I woke up this morning and looked outside, I was like, oh. Then I checked my app and I was like, no, it says there's no rain. Okay. Seeing is believing, I guess. So
believing is seeing.
That's what they say.
Nebraska hits a home run to go up 3-1 over South Dakota State. Well, let's do a hard reset and then come back to what happened in Starkville and Hattiesburg when we come back. New audience, the postgame show, I assume, has ended by now on the State Radio Network. So that's what we'll do. We'll reset. We'll come back. We'll talk Mississippi State's win over Lipscomb on a day where 4 seeds are taking out 1 seeds all over the country, not in Starkville. And then also in Hattiesburg, they are part of that phenomenon. They fall to Little Rock today. We will do that when we come back. Sports Talk Mississippi on a Friday from the Pearl River Resort Studio. So glad that you guys are with us.
From the Seabrook.com.
Take the friggin' wax out of your ears. Did you hear me?
This is Sports Talk. Sports Talk, Mississippi.
Woo! I say, sports fans.
Now, here's more on Super Talk, Mississippi.
Sports Talk Mississippi here with you on a Friday afternoon. Brian Hannon and Michael Borky. As soon as we wrap up this show, I'm going to do a little bit more work. We're going to do Thunder and Lightning post-game live on the SuperTalk YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, you should. You can get a lot of great info there. If you missed anything, it's right there. This show is uploaded in its entirety every day on our YouTube channel, and you can always catch it there in podcast form as well. But Thunder and Lightning post-game live. The rest of the week will be going live right after these games. Obviously, today with the game overlapping with the show, we had to take a little break. But tomorrow night it's gonna be a late night at Dudy Noble Field. So I hope you guys will join me for Thunder and Lightning post game live again. Right as we go off the air here, I'll jump onto YouTube
Again. Right when we go off the air.
Again, I'm gonna be very intentional with my YouTube. I'm only concerned about the people in the building. The people in the chat. If you're in the chat, we care about you.
Right, yeah, right. Let's talk, right, about what happened in Starkville today, right? Mississippi State, all joking aside, a comfortable, I guess, it was tied at 0 until the 4th inning.
Yeah.
So it kind of took a State offense a little bit of time to get going, but once they did, it was all well and good.
Basically, State took a trip through the order. Hit some balls hard. If you go back and watch those first 3 innings, they had a bunch of line drives that were just right at guys. But second trip to the order, they started to find some spots, a couple of home runs. And on a day that, as we're seeing, Michael, just upsets everywhere. Upset, number 1 seed down in Hattiesburg. Number 1 seed in Los Angeles loses. Number 1 seed in Auburn has lost. Florida State is having some struggles right now with St. John's. You're starting to see it all over the place. Mississippi State didn't have any struggles. They won the game easily, 10-1. That one run for Lipscomb comes in the bottom of the ninth with top of the ninth with two outs. Somebody on the text line said that was just Southern hospitality. We just didn't want to let them leave with nothing, so we gave them a little something on the way out the door.
If they win, they'll get fed, though.
Well, that's true. Don't just stop. Just stop it. No. Anyway, so State into the winner's bracket. As we've talked about, that is an 8 o'clock first pitch tomorrow. They'll take on the winner of the game that's going to get going in about 20 minutes from now, I believe, with Louisiana and Cincinnati going at it to see who can meet up with Mississippi State. So great win for the Bulldogs, especially when you take into context what's been happening around the country today and some of the upsets we're seeing in this tournament. It's off to a fantastic start.
Most certainly is. So a good win for Mississippi State. And then tomorrow, it's Valinka State tomorrow.
Yes, and they did announce that Tomas Valinka is getting the start for Mississippi State. No surprise there, and that'll put the Bulldogs in a chance to go into the regional final with Ryan McPherson on the mound, and hopefully, according to talking to Coach O'Connor, and we'll talk to him obviously tomorrow, a fully healthy, no limits, get after it Ryan McPherson should be a great spot for Mississippi State. Dogs only used 3 pitchers today. Duke Stone was really, really good for Mississippi State. 6 shutout innings, 10 strikeouts. He goes over 100 strikeouts for the year, joining Valinkas. And no walks, only 3 hits. Tyler Pitzer was good in relief. Jack Gleason struggled a little bit, but he got through the 9th, and that's all that matters. State has pretty much the full complement available tomorrow, and then we'll see. With Valinkas, you're going to believe he gets you into the 6th, 7th innings. Most of his starts, if that's the case, you should be in really, really good shape for that game on Sunday, assuming you can win tomorrow night.
In Hattiesburg, Southern Miss goes into the top of the 9th with a 4-3 lead. And then this happened. Single through the right side of the infield to start the inning for Little Rock, and then a fly out to left field. Hey, Dad, did you see how close that was to being a home run?
Yeah.
It was close. And then a double off the top of the center field wall. They said on the broadcast it went 407 feet.
Yeah.
Stayed in the yard. But so, single, fly out, double, wild pitch, runner scores on the wild pitch, tie game.
Mm-hmm.
Single, Little Rock takes the lead. Home run, they blow it open, 7-4. Southern Miss in the bottom of the ninth. They get a runner on, and that is it. The struggles in Game 1 of Regional continue for Southern Miss. That is 0 for their last 4 in Game 1. And, I mean, they can still come out of this thing. People back in regionals all the time. If they don't, I don't know what other question to ask besides what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? Like, why does this keep happening? It was Columbia last year. It's Little Rock this year. What's up there? Yeah. Don't tell me, they're from the Sun Belt. Like, where is Columbia and Little Rock from?
Yeah.
There's more to it than that.
Yeah. I mean, and Little Rock, we talked about it earlier. Last year they went down to LSU and gave the Tigers a heck of a fight. But it's not a starting pitching thing so much either, right? Like Southern Miss has the lead when Clark comes out of the game. So it's not that they didn't start Graydon Harris in this one. I don't know the answer, but I will say this, we'll see if they can fight their way out. They've done it before, but it is weird that this is 2 years in a row against a
lesser opponent.
I mean, they're the 4 seed. Now look, Arkansas Little Rock is a tough 4 seed. They're a good team, but it's becoming a trend for a little bit for the Golden Eagles.
It really is. So hopefully they can figure that out. Jacksonville State, Virginia coming up here in just a little while. Are you going to be watching? Like, are you actually going to physically show up and go to Louisville, Cincinnati? Are you just going to put Squeeze Play on and enjoy your night?
Yeah, I'm not going to the game. No. Louisiana, you mean?
What did I say?
Louisville.
Did I say Louisville?
You did the same thing I did. I did
Louisiana, Virginia.
Yeah. No, I'm not going back to Dudy Noble tonight, but I will be there tomorrow. I won't be back in Dudy Noble until it's time for Mississippi State's game tomorrow.
You're not going to get there, get the wings? Go watch some baseball and get the wings? Or is that disbanded because the NCAA controls stuff?
There's still wings.
Okay,
I had wings today for lunch.
Nice.
But no, I didn't. I'm not going early.
They keep showing the ominous clouds in the background of the stadium there in Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have the volume on, obviously, because you guys would hear it, and that breaks like all kinds of broadcast laws.
Right.
Or maybe it doesn't. I probably could play the audio for a short period of time anyway. Regardless, I assume they keep showing it because they're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look good. Mike, I know you're listening there. You're there and you're listening. What does it look like for you in the stadium? Because the clouds they're showing beyond like third base, really, like right field, third base, those clouds don't look pretty. And they're supposed to have baseball in 2 hours and 15 minutes, and those don't look like baseball clouds.
Yeah. Nebraska just polished off South Dakota State. So Nebraska into the winner's bracket. They await the winner of Ole Miss and Arizona State in the Lincoln Regional. So there's a 1 seed that avoided the slip up there.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
That can be a really fun one tomorrow if Ole Miss is able to get there.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because, Ole Miss has struggled so much with lefties this year.
Yep. And they're just going to see an average right-hander tomorrow.
Yeah. And then that's what I'm saying. Like, if they can get past the lefty tonight, then they, as it was Kyle Peterson told us, it's just right-handers for Nebraska. So you should be in pretty good shape there.
Yep. Around the country, bottom 2, Missouri State still leading Arkansas 2-0. West Virginia has taken that lead from Binghamton. It's bottom 5. They're up 5-1.
There, yeah.
A&M is going to beat Lamar, it seems. You are right. Once the non-hit by pitch.
That was the backbreaker.
And then immediately followed by a home run. It's 6-5 now in the bottom of the 8th, and now A&M has runners on 2nd and 3rd with nobody out there. Florida State leading St. John's 3-2. Not a great crowd for the Seminoles at home right now. A little disappointed to see that. North Carolina, the 1, playing VCU. They're up 3-0. North Carolina got a nice little break today, by the way, with their first game, or the regionals' first game, going to 14 innings. That is about as ideal as you can ask for as a 1 seed.
That's
to see
what
your
you
2
want
and
to
3
see.
go play.
If you're going to play the
innings.
later game, you definitely want the other team to go late. Yeah.
Troy and Miami are in a weather delay right now in the Gainesville Regional, so that smart move by Florida going first game because who knows when the second game will end there. And those are all the games going on right now. Still to get started, Jacksonville State, Virginia. They're in Hattiesburg, NC State, UCF, Louisiana, Cincinnati, as we mentioned. Alabama will get their regional started here shortly. Citadel, Oklahoma, that was in a weather delay in Atlanta. They should be playing by now, but downpour at Georgia Tech delayed that one, I believe. Northern Illinois, Coastal Carolina, Cal Poly, Virginia Tech, Yale, Oregon, Arizona State, Ole Miss at 8. Texas State, Southern Cal also at 8. And those are your games for the rest of the day. Ole Miss, Arizona State, the most interesting one of the nightcap for sure.
Yeah, feels like it. I mean, that's a game that has some big names in it. You know, the Harrison kid for Arizona State, this pitcher going for Arizona State tonight. Obviously, we know Ole Miss with Udemark, with Hunter Elliott going for the Rebels. Big names and two teams that, if they got hot, could be dangerous. And they're in a regional that, you know, say what you want about Nebraska, they're not a team that you just look at and say, oh, they'll win. They're not like a Texas or a Georgia or anything like that. So. Very interesting game tonight. The winner of this game, I think, I'll be honest with you, I think the winner of the game tonight wins the regional.
I tend to agree. We'll be back. We'll wrap the show up with you next. Sports Talk Mississippi. Don't go anywhere.
From the Venom Sports Talk Mississippi.
Are you ready?
On the SuperTalk app, supertalk.fm, and always on your local SuperTalk Mississippi station.
In Tallahassee, Florida State leads St. John's 3-2, but the Johnnies have first and second with no outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Texas A&M 2 on, up 2 in the bottom of the 8th, looking like they're about to put this one away. Georgia all over Long Island. UC Santa Barbara and Tarleton State tied at 1 in the 3rd inning, and then North Carolina is winning as well. So we'll see what the night brings as far as potential upsets here in the NCAA tournament. We've had a boatload of them today.
What's a Johnny? Is it just somebody that is
a guy
of
named
St.
John?
John's?
Yeah, I guess it's a guy named John. I mean, aren't they also like they used to be the Red Storm? So they used to be like the Red, or they the Red Indians or something? They were something with the Indians, and that got changed. And so now they're the Red Storm. But they also go by the Johnnies. They were the Redmen back in the day. Okay, that's what it was.
New article from ESPN. Brennan Sorsby placed at least 40 bets involving Indiana football as a player for the Hoosiers.
He's got to go. We can't have this. He's got to go.
Sportsbook accounts registered to a family member and friends to wager approximately $90,000 over 4 years and continued to gamble even after transferring from Cincinnati to Texas Tech in December. I saw that, I think it was Joey McGuire, Texas Tech released a statement saying that he's completed his rehab assignment and the best way for him to continue to get the help he needs is by playing football. And
make it make sense, right?
It's like, hey, coach, you can help him without him playing football. Like, if you really cared about him, you would provide him the help that he needs away from football. Why does he need to play football in order to get the help that he needs? You don't fix a gambling addiction in a month.
Yeah. I said it a few weeks ago. Like it's kind of like the whole idea of the like when a player gets injured and he's back on the field one play later, like there's no way you check that out. There's no way he's healthy. Yep. It's the same thing here.
Well, not only that, he also broke a ton of rules on top of
that's the other problem.
Having a problem.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, 40 bets on your own team, buddy. Sorry. That is...
Look, it sucks. It sucks for the guy. He's going to lose a lot of money because he got a big NIL deal, which maybe that's a good thing because he was probably just going to, at the rate he was going, he's just going to burn through it, betting player props, betting, Wimbayama plus minus, 6.5 blocks tonight or something. I mean, just this is part of growing up is you learn lessons sometimes. And sometimes they're hard, man. They're hard lessons. I've learned them. I'm sure you have, Michael. I'm sure everybody who's listening out there has had that hard lesson. And you just got to learn it sometimes and become better for it.
Yeah, and the SEC is trying to combat this, by the way. Mm-hmm. During the 2025-2026 academic year, so think football, basketball, baseball season, approximately $12 billion was wagered on games involving at least one SEC team through the legal channels. $12 billion on SEC games.
That's a lot of money.
$12 billion.
Billion.
And 58% of people between the ages of 18 and 22 have placed at least one wager.
Yeah.
And that number climbs to 67% for college-aged. Excuse me, that's college-aged. On college campuses.
Yeah.
College students, 67% of college student men bet on sports. That's insane to me.
That's a big number.
So, yeah, the league is doing some kind of crazy, intense education session with all of the SEC programs to make sure that this doesn't happen in the league. And if it is happening to you, delete all your accounts, never do it again before we catch you. As I'm sure part of the education programs. But anyway, any final thoughts?
See you tomorrow night at Dudy Noble Field. 8 o'clock first pitch. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what that atmosphere is like.
Be nuts.
And like I said, guys, I'm about to go live. As soon as we wrap up here, I'm gonna duck in and get started with our postgame live. I'll be up within 2 minutes, I think, of this show ending. So if you're a Mississippi State fan, you got nothing going on Friday night, or if you do and you just want to hang out with me for a little while, let's do that on our SuperTalk YouTube channel.
So you just did all kinds of talking, and you get to do more talking. I will also be doing a post-game show tonight,
that's the life this is the life we have chosen.
That'll start at about midnight for me.
Oh, I'll get that tomorrow.
Yes, you will get that tomorrow.
Yeah.
At least you get to see it live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
And we'll do it live on Monday at 3 o'clock. Enjoy your baseball this weekend, everybody. We really appreciate you from the Pearl River Resort Studio. Enjoy, have fun. Hopefully we're talking about a bunch of wins when we come back on these very airwaves on Monday at 3. Good night.
Oh, it's incredible!
A SuperTalk Mississippi media production.